Hi there. It's Sunday night. I'm in my kitchen. I'm about to eat dinner. And I thought I would visually show you the optimal plate, if you will, to balance your blood sugar. And it's quite simple. And it's going to help your health in so many ways. So first off, we always want to start with protein. So if you look at your plate as a pie chart, and we can break it into 4 quadrants. So the first quadrant is your protein. Now I go pretty heavy on protein because I lift quite a few weights. I want lots of protein for muscle synthesis, but you also need protein for all metabolic reactions in your body, repair, regeneration, healing, growth. So protein is a really important macronutrient. So that's going to be about a quarter of your plate or a little bit more. And a quarter of your plate is going to be your carbohydrate. Now you might notice I don't have any rice or potatoes here, but I'm using my squash as my carbohydrate, as my starchy vegetable. So starchy vegetables are actually a form of carbohydrate, if you didn't know that. So that includes carrots, squash, beets, sweet potato, green peas, turnip. Those are all starchy vegetables. They're higher in carbohydrate, they're higher in sugar, and they will act as your carbohydrate. Not to mention, they're a little bit more nutrient dense than just a rice or pasta would be. You're going to get a lot of vitamins and minerals and fiber in a starchy vegetable that feeds the good microbiome. And then the other half of your plate is going to be your non-starchy water-based vegetables. So tonight I'm having green beans and broccoli. So that's filling up half the plate. So I'm going to get tons of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants and phytonutrients and fiber, again, to feed the good microbiome and keep you full. So that's how we're going to break up your plate. So you've got a quarter protein, a quarter carbohydrate, and a half is going to be your non-starchy vegetables. That could be salad, that could be cauliflower, peppers, green beans, whatever you like. And then you want to top it off with 1 teaspoon of healthy fat. So I sauteed my green beans in a little bit of olive oil. So that's my healthy fat. If you have a fattier cut of meat, that would be your source of healthy fat. So that might be like a medium ground beef or something like that. Or a little extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, maybe a dollop, a quarter of an avocado. And there's your ideal plate to balance blood sugar. Quarter protein, quarter carbohydrate, half non-starchy vegetable, and you have got the ideal plate to balance your blood sugar, plus that 1 teaspoon of healthy fat. So why do we want to balance your blood sugar? Why is this important? Well, it's going to improve your health in so many ways. It's going to keep you full and satisfied for much longer than if you had a really carb-rich meal that tends to spike your blood sugar and leaves you hungry again in an hour or two. So you're going to stabilize your blood sugar. You're going to feel full for longer. Cravings will be much lower when your blood sugar is balanced, so it helps with weight management. Also, you're going to mitigate some of the long-term ailments such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes when your blood sugar is balanced. And when our blood sugar is balanced, the body doesn't have to release as much insulin after you eat. And insulin, my friends, is a fat-storing hormone. So the more the body has to secrete insulin, the more body fat it tends to store. So again, if losing weight is on your radar, you absolutely want to balance your blood sugar. You're going to have better energy. You're going to have better cognition. Your mood is going to be better. You're going to feel more stable. So there's so many benefits to balance your blood sugar. I believe it's at the root of your metabolic health. So please just remember that a picture's worth 1,000 words. So remember the visual on your plate: quarter protein, quarter carbohydrate, half non-starchy vegetables. Finish it off with a teaspoon of healthy fat, and your blood sugar will be balanced. Watch for more health tips.